Hello, duelists. Welcome back to the stream. Ooh, my hair is getting all puffy. I need a haircut. How you guys all doing? Hope you guys all had a nice weekend. Back after YCS Vancouver. It's been about a week since the last stream. As I said, expect some slow streams for the summer. Hopefully it'll ramp up post Worlds, but for now, this is going to be the status quo. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Being stuck in Vancouver obviously wasn't ideal, but it wasn't the end of the world, and I'm home now, so that feels good. I need to play DDD. I do not like that deck. I think I'm okay. After the stream for the first time, hope you enjoy. Anyways, what can I tell you guys? It's been... Yeah, what has happened in the last week? Have we got any new cards announced? I don't remember if we have. I think we've got one or two, maybe. So yes, obviously we had YCS Vancouver. For those who don't know, Vancouver, this YCS is a little more special to me than other YCSs. Because I was before this the only YCS Vancouver champion, having won the one 2 years ago. I've also topped every single Canadian event since my first top, so 2015. So 2015 Toronto, 2016 Toronto, 2017 Toronto, 2018 Niagara, 2019 Niagara, 2022 Niagara, 2023 Vancouver, 2024 Niagara. So I wanted to keep the streak up. And because there was the COVID break of 2 years, this is now my 9th Canadian YCS top. So if I top next year's Canadian YCS, it will have been 10 consecutive Canadian YCS tops, which I think is super cool because no matter how good you are, you can never guarantee doing well in an event. There's always some luck involved. So, yeah, I'm at 9 consecutive Canadian tops. I'd like to make that 10, so one more to go. And I'm happy that this one worked out. But the other thing that was special about this event is the last 2 years, I've won the first YCS in the North America region. So Vancouver was the first one in 2023, and then in 2024 was Sacramento. Now winning is fucking hard because you have to get lucky, not just not get bad luck to top, you have to actively get lucky, because the harder it's gonna get harder in the later rounds, right? You get one lucky once, you just lose. So I didn't go into Vancouver with the expectations of winning, but it would have been nice. And I got close, not crazy close, but I got close. And obviously close doesn't cut it. The streak does end at 2. It's crazy that there was even 2, but yeah, I would still like to get one YCS win this year, because I so far have every single Ultra another verse card, and I'd like to get one of each at least. I have 2 dragons, 2 Solarias, and 1 Glutonia. So yeah. What is your most memorable top of the 10? Of the 9, right? 10 would be next year. Vancouver was the only one of those I'd won. The most important in my career is either 2015, which is my second top, where I also went undefeated day 1, or it'd be 2022, where I played against, who knows who I played against in the finals of 2022. I'm sure somebody here knows. Hello. Ray, exactly, yeah. I played Ray in the finals of 2022. It's like a keystone event in my progression as a duelist, where this the melding of the minds. I didn't work with Ryan and Ray on their deck, but it's yeah. What is your record in YCS finals? So I have 7 wins, I think 5 second places, so 7 and 5, I want to say. Because then I got 1 finals at Worlds as well, and 3 wins outside of that. UDS win, UDS win, a Worlds win. Yeah, 7 and 5. Top Steam is the new cool thing, anyways. The Steam Deck is worth like $500 as well, so that actually matters. So top 8's actually like the real money. Getting top 4 and second is worthless by comparison, because super rare is just not important. Does my team have their deck set for the WCS? That's a secret. What happened in top 8? I was gonna message from Ray as I talked about him. It's like I summoned the devil. That's not important. What happened in top 8? Okay, so I'm playing versus Vanquish Soul K9. I lose the roll, which is fine. And I've beaten every VS K9 I played in the tournament so far. He goes Extrav, draw 2, and then passes. My hand my hand was weird. It was 3 Luciuses, Malulu Phimena, and then I drew a second Malulu for turn. So like, not a great hand, but like it wasn't unplayable. It was just, yeah, so 2 Malulus, 3 Luciuses, and a Phimena. I normal summon Malulu and use Phimena to fuse, and he chains 2 Fualoses. So now it's like, fuck, because I don't have non-engine, so I can't just pass. Because I'll let him draw 2 cards and pass. He'll be drawing to 7 next turn, and he'll have 3 new cards to unbrick himself. So I go chain Malulu to summon another dude. Give him 2 draws, and then I set up Rahu and Ketu. I activate Rahu because when this resolves, I'll have 3 fusions on field, and I'll have 8,000. So I do that. I summon the 3rd fusion. I still have Ketchy to fuse if he summons a monster. So I go attempt to enter battle phase. He's drawn 4 cards off Fu at this point. He activates Holly Sue, and then has Crow as well, and I just eat shit. He just stops me from killing him. Caesar pops as well, and I'm now like just very far behind. Like, yeah. I still try to go for game activating Kitu, but I get ashed on Kitu, so I can't go for game. I pass and then I die because he drew 4 cards, resolved Holly Sue, and I'm just, yeah. Would it be possible to make the first Azuna fizzle by fusing everything so he doesn't draw Fua? Yes, it would have been, but I figured trying and kill him was better because it would, like, the disruption wouldn't be good, right? I have to use my entire hand. And that would be rough. When you chain Phimena, used all your hand to summon Arthalion. Well, I'd be chaining Malulu. I used Phimena to fuse, and then I have the Malulu still sitting there. The problem is, though, is it like, maybe I should have Malulu first? Or, no, it doesn't matter anyways. I don't know. Where's the hoodie from? It's from Hypeland. And yeah, and then game 2 I go first. I don't remember my hand. It was 5 engine cards. I know that much. Like zero non-engine either games. I got Fluid again, and then he has Holly Sue, Raisin, Pop, Caesar, Pop, Crow's my Urgla and Graves. I can't have back Femina. And then I held my Ketu or my Rahu. I held one of them to diffuse in case he had Holly Sue. And he ashes that. So I just get destroyed. Yeah. So that was a pretty decisive 2-0. It was not really close. When they deck Holly Sue's like that, it can be fucking rough, you know.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Ray, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. When do I fly to Paris? Monday night, like 6 p.m. Monday. So yeah, top 8 ended there. And yeah, that's okay. According to Master Rule, I need a new microwave. So that's mostly a joke for my dad, because so my dad has Master Duel, obviously, and he plays, but our microwave right now, like, it works, but the door doesn't open properly. So we're like the fawns. We have to fucking punch our microwave to make it open, which can be fucking annoying. And sometimes I spend like a minute punching a microwave until it opens. So it can be kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And like, it's functional, it's just still kind of tilting. And it's like a joke in our family. We've said for like almost a year now that we need a new microwave, but we just haven't got one yet. So like, it was a dumb question. They asked us, what do I want that money can buy? I'm like, usually the question is, what do you get with money that you cannot buy? So what do I want right now? And I thought, like, I would like a new microwave, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be kind of sick. So that was that's why it says I need a new microwave on Master Duel. Not technically wrong. Mine is usable, but it's not great. Air fryer is better than microwave. I mean, I have both. I don't really use air fryer for microwave stuff. It's different, right? But air fryer is good. Been air frying some patties lately. It's a good thing to do. Like, I'll pop it in the air fryer, put it for like 20 minutes, watch an episode of a TV show like The Office or whatever, go back, grab my my dinner when I'm trying to be lazy and take a break, and then back to playing Master Duel because out of practice. This is microwave fries and win.
I thought
the Noir, I think it's appreciate you. You could have asked for Maxi to be banned. Tell me how my money can make Maxi get banned, Noir. The question was not what do I want that money can't buy. It's what do I want that money can buy. So bribery. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Thank you for the sub, Hulkins. I want to say that's how you pronounce it, but yeah. Am I at 50 tops now? Bruh, I fucking lost count. And also, like, the problem with tops is it's subjective, right? Some people will say that the world's top 4 doesn't count because it's not a TCG tournament. And like, you're allowed to have your own definitions. In my head, it counts. I'm for sure counting top 4 Master Duel Worlds. I don't fucking give a shit. So if you count that, then I'm like 51, I think. I don't remember. Sawyer, Cook, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Worlds for sure counts. Well, people will argue otherwise. And I mean, like, I don't argue with them because that's their prerogative, but why should it not count? They argue because it's either small. There's 2 arguments. There's one that it's small, which whatever. And then there's one that it's not TCG, which sure, whatever. Like, people, there's not a set definition, so people make up their own. And that's okay. Bro has more tops than we have cards. Yeah. Did I get the Yummy Masterclass? I did not, but I'm sure if I asked Steven, he would just give it to me. I really wasn't focusing on TCG. Like, I put a little bit of time into the Draco's Hell deck, but not crazy. And yeah. What else to talk about? So yeah, for those who don't know, Air Canada went on strike. And Air Canada is like the biggest flyer or airline in Canada. And it is how I got to Vancouver. I'm lucky my flight wasn't canceled on the way there. But my flight on the way back was canceled. I don't want to say how I got back because I'm not sure if it's leaking some sensitive information, but I was able to get back a bit later than expected, but ended up being okay. And I was stuck in Vancouver for a wee little bit. It's fine though. Everything worked out. Final question: do you think a blind second Dracotail deck could work? Yeah, for sure. I honestly didn't feel bad going second at all. Happens if you choose, if you qualify both TCG and Master Duel. You have to choose. Is there anything you would change with your Dracotail deck if you won another TCG event? If there's any card I could figure out to side versus K9 VS, I would, but there's nothing. I might mess around with more Urgulas than less Pans. I like the ratio of 4 big ones, but I'm not sure which one I like better. I also kind of want to play second Secretarian Dragon. I think the card is really good, especially in the mirror. And cards like Celine literally never come up. So you have space. I'm going to go over the new Killer Tune card. Yeah, I plan to. I haven't read it, but yeah. Yeah. You know, WestJet. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to say anything. I got back on a private jet. One of my friends said I should get a private jet, and I'm like, okay. Also, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're not one of the haters in Zodiac. But I want to talk about how crazy it was because I got sent pictures of this. Why are people in Zodiac like calling me like a bad person for not wanting to spend over $2,000 on a flight home? Like, what level of deranged are people? Because this is a real thing. They also said I should sell my $6,000 prize card, at which I'd like them to point them to the coverage page and see that Triff won, not me. Like, I don't know if they think I'm rich. I'm not rich, but I'm also, I mean, listen, I consider myself, I have a decent income. I do not make 6 figures. Let me tell you that much. So definitely not fucking rich, but I have enough to like spend money if I need to. Untangle the headset, I can't. It retangles every time. But anyways, yeah, people saying I should just eat the loss. Like, I don't get it. How are people so hateful? You saw my house? Steven. No, I live with my parents, right? If anything, I should call you rich because you have your own place. I live in a 50-room mansion and has 9 cars. My family has 2 cars. I don't own any. I don't have a license even because it's too expensive to have a car. My house has 5 bedrooms. 1 for me, 1 for my brother, 1 for my parents. One of them is converted into an office, and then we have 1 guest room. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. My family is well off, but also I'm not the same as my family. Look at the 200 butlers. Listen, I have no problem with transparency. I'll say this. My parents bought my house for 300,000 Canadian almost 2 decades ago. Oh my God, more than 2 decades ago. Holy fuck. Yeah, I was 3 when we moved in. And when we moved in, the rest of the houses were straight up mud. I remember in the kid, I'd crawl in the mud under the fence to the construction sites, and they'd have to like come and chase me because I wasn't allowed to do that, obviously. Now a house in my neighborhood is like 1.3, 1.4 million Canadian. So yeah, that's obviously huge. Crawl in the Munchkin YCS champion as I was training for the army for the eventual World War III against America. I'm 23. I'm 25. I misremembered when it was. It's been over 2 decades I've been in this house. Yeah, real estate is kind of crazy. Met the family dog. Wait, what are you talking about? Chloe is 17. Chloe doesn't even like the best guest room. Which you can find a house for 300K? Dude, the world has changed, man. Yeah. Also, important to remember, I don't live in Toronto. I live in the suburbs. So obviously it is not the same as buying a house in Toronto. My house in Toronto would be cost significantly more. Obviously. Turkish or Greek cuisine? Turkish. Yeah. Nah, anything that's like not sensitive to somebody else or like important for safety, I'm happy being like transparent about it. I think transparency, being open, including with finances, is important because I think people build up images in their head that's unhealthy. If there were 2 decks to the World Championship, what would they be? Oh, it's Gabe. I was about to say I don't talk about that shit here. Gabe, unfortunately, I've had so many people request shit like that in the chat that I've had to tell them like deadpan I won't say anything. That your question didn't even seem like a joke. Was directly going to Paris an option? Getting directly to Paris would have been the same price as me flying to Toronto. I'll say that much. Actually, it was a little bit cheaper. But Vancouver is the opposite side of North America for those who don't know geography. So it would have been a fucking brutal flight as well. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna make a video on Tier Zero Games channel talking about Vancouver, but it's fun. Oh, so something that's cool about Vancouver is the event is like at a cruise terminal, which sounds weird, but it actually is a fine venue, and it's beautiful. It's on the harbor front. It's a very nice area. Expensive as all fuck, but it's nice. Anyways, I oftentimes will just look over into water whenever I'm like on a body of water, and I'll look down and try and see if I can find anything. And I've had people ask me like, "What the fuck are you doing, Jesse? Why are you just looking out into the ocean like I'm some character in a movie pondering my life?" And while to some degree you can say I'm meditating or like thinking, but also I like looking to see if I can find an animal. And this weekend, while looking over into the water, I actually saw a harbor seal mom and pup, which was so cool, just swimming past in the water. So that's why I do that. That's why I look out in the water, because sometimes you see something really cool. You never know what you'll find. Do you agree that Triff that Yummy is the best deck? No. But he's welcome to his own opinion. I think all three of the Josh decks are contenders for best deck, though. Any of them are viable. But yeah, now we're back, and I do leave for Vancouver, not for Vancouver, fuck, for Paris on Monday evening. So I'll be live today on stream. I mean, obviously I'm already live. And then I'll be live on tomorrow as well. That's probably going to be it. I think I'm going to be skipping the Toronto Regionals on Saturday. Originally, I was planning to go, but because I kind of lost a day of work, I need to make it up somewhere to make sure you guys have all the YouTube videos prepped out. And it looks like I probably will not be able to go. If by some miracle today and tomorrow I get all my work done, I'll go to the regionals. But I'd say it's unlikely that I'm at Toronto Regionals this weekend, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, so it'll be that. Then leave for Paris, and it'll be fun. So in Paris, I'll be going to. Somebody please tell me you know what these are. Do you guys know what Juno Beach is and Omaha Beach? I'll be going there on Wednesday and Tuesday. Please, I've talked to so many Americans who've never heard of those places. No, damn it. Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything in chat. I'll make a poll. Don't Google it. Do you know what Omaha and Juno Beach are? Yes and no. I'm curious to see the results. If you need some... Okay, no, I'm not saying that loud. I should also check for ethnicity here, because I really feel like the American school system has like failed Americans for history and geography. Did I say Omaha, Nebraska? Ban everyone that says no. No, I'm going to educate them, because I think it's important to know. They should know this. It was taught. Was it taught? I really question the American school system sometimes. I don't understand. Hot take: America has failed. Dude, I don't live in America, so I can't speak exactly like with perspective, but I scratch my head sometimes. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this is crazy. 33% of you do not know what Omaha and Juneau Beach are. You know, but you're French. That's cheating. Sure. It's the one thing they teach. Call of Duty teaches that. It does. Call of Duty does literally teach it. Normandy might be more recognizable, but Normandy's an entire region, right? Like, anyways, yeah, Juneau Beach is the site of the Canadian invasion on D-Day in World War II, and Omaha Beach is one of the 2 invasion sites in for the States. There were 5 beaches, invasion sites. What is it? Sword, Gold, Juneau, Utah, and Omaha. That's all of them, right? So I'll be going to Point the Hawk, Omaha Beach, and Juneau Beach over the 2 days. Free me from this country. Yep. Call of Duty mentioned. I guess Call of Duty does teach you this stuff. Anyways, yeah, so going to do that. And then the Sunday of Worlds, we're going to Clash in Paris, which is super cool. Some wrestling. And then doing Monday Night Raw as well on the Monday after. The Louvre on Monday. It'll be fun. We're doing a World War II reenactment. No. Has Ray brain rotted you enough to say, unironically, what? Orem? Oh, no, not yet. I only ever say it really when I'm with Ryan because it triggers the fuck out of Ryan. It is hilarious. It was taught by the American school system, teaches students how to retain information short term for a test and not to actually retain long term information. Sure. You leave early on Monday, so you can't join. L. Alright, sucks for you. I think there's more important info about World War II than the US schools don't teach. Oh, yeah, for sure. World War II is like an actual fucking story. Like, I mean, so many stories are inspired by the events of World War II, but it's so interesting. I love history. And there's many other like battles or wars that are like worth noting, but it's truly like reading an epic play, learning about the events of World War II. I think it is so interesting. I know there's real lives at stake, so it's more like weight and gravity to it, but it's incredibly interesting. Battle of the Mid? Okay. Ormandy? Ah! Okay, that was hilarious. That's pretty good. I'm gonna, dude, when me and, so only Ray and I are doing that. I gotta get I need to record Ray saying Ormandy when we're there. Not while we're at the memorial sites. That'd be rude, but it'd be funny when we're in like I think it's pronounced Bayeux, which is like the town nearby. To be honest, World War II is easy to teach because it's one of the few conflicts in history where there's a clear bad guy. It is still more nuanced than that, but yes. You recently started watching some documentaries about World War II, what stuff that isn't taught in German schools. Dude, it is so interesting. Have you guys learned about how Hitler pretty much gave his soldiers meth? that shit's nice. And he himself was drugged out of his fucking mind. Just blows your mind that America's becoming the thing they went up against 80-something years ago. I don't know if that's the exact path they're going down, but it's not looking pretty. I'm not a fan. You watched the rise and fall of the Third Reich? I don't remember the names of any of the documentaries I watched, but people, dude, my friends will have discussions about their favorite animes, and I sit there in a corner. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys have time to watch all this stuff? And then I remember, oh yeah, I don't watch TV. I watch documentaries instead. So I instead that's why I know all this random bullshit. But they instead they've watched Hunter x Hunter, Black Clover, etc., etc. And I've never watched any of these shows. I've watched 4 animes now. No, I watched One Piece, Naruto, My Hero, Evangelion, Frieren. Those 5. And the first 30 episodes of Bleach, but I didn't like it, so I stopped. Could Hitler beat Goku? I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. Is Goku Jewish? I'm sorry, that was some dark humor. uh, I'm Jewish, I can say it. Clip that? Sure. Oh, this is a sponsored stream. I may get in trouble. Sit. Okay, let's steer away from Hitler talk. This is derailed a little more than I expected. Oh, someone turned on Christmas music. I didn't even see that. Too busy talking about Hitler. But the Unit 731 in Japan, that shit was effed up. Is that the Kamikaze branch? Is that Pearl Harbor? Is that Midway? I don't know. I don't remember the unit numbers exactly. Was it dude, have you heard about the one where all the people got eaten by crocodiles? Where was that again? It was another one in Asia, in the Pacific Theater. The oh God, crocodile battle, World War II. Nope, not. Is it Ramri Island? Here you go. Yeah, so Pacific Theater in Burma. Okay. Claims that hundreds of Japanese soldiers were killed by crocodiles in the swamps of Ramri. The highest number of fatalities in animal attacks. 631 were human experiments. Oh shit. Okay. What the hell is this? Trifling. Well, it doesn't have the crocodiles and the belligerents. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. I guess that's crazy. I was reading this. Yeah, there's because you have to remember as well the Pacific Theater, what happened in Japan and the rest of Southeast Asia and China, whatever. This all started before World War II technically started. So the war there started, I think, from the early 30s, not 1939, like it technically did in Europe. Even though you could argue that's also not true. 731 is the human experimentation. Maybe the Canadian school system failed you. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be a shot at arrogance for me saying that the American system failed their students. I was not taught 731. That's fine. I did not learn everything. I have to admit that. I still don't know everything either. The Canadian school system was not great, I'll tell you that much, but at least I was taught a lot of important stuff. Japan invaded China in 37. Was it only 37? I don't know, I thought it was sooner. War started when the one German political party came to power in Germany, to be honest. The formal declaration of war is just September 1st. But if... Wait. I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled. Damn it! September 1st is the Monday. I was gonna make a joke. I just wasn't even showing my screen. I was gonna make a joke about who's gonna win Worlds based on September 1st being the date of Worlds. It is not. Unfortunately, it is the Monday after Worlds. Chemical warfare research lab that killed 200,000 in Manchukuo. Imagine dying in war for your country, only some kids to make memes about it years later. War isn't worth dying for. Yeah, I'm a pacifist. Truly. But still, World War II is incredibly interesting. History obviously affects the future, right? Because, like, we can make arguments for World War II is really just an extension of World War One and the political climate that kind of came from there. But at the same time, the political climate from World War One stretches back to earlier. Like the murder of Archduke Ferdinand is the catalyst for setting off World War One, but it's not like everything was fine and dandy before that. So history's so cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure there's many players here who came to learn about Yu-Gi-Oh, and here I am just having fun talking about history. But you know, it's one of my favorite subjects for sure. The straw that broke the camel's back. Sure, yeah. Or was the excuse to launch into war. Holy fuck, I need a haircut. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. My hair was not like this literally 5 days ago, and now it's all fucked. Love history and politics. Politics, I don't love as much because I think it gets very catty and deceptive, and it's more interesting to watch with more clarity and perspective from the future, where you know things have at least ended. But when you're living through the bullshit, the lies, the deception, and the propaganda yourself, that one is not as much fun. That one is not something I enjoy. But to be honest, as a German who only had lessons about World War II at school, you're very annoyed by it. You'd like to learn a little more about the history of the other countries instead of just having learned how bad World War II was. So how does that work for you guys? Do you only learn about Germany's role in the war? You don't learn about the Pacific Theater at all? Because it's also important. Ignorance is not bliss. Correct, but you also need to balance it, right? There are some people I've seen derail their well-being because they get overly involved in politics. There's a time and a place, and being involved or being knowledgeable about it, there's a limit to how much before I think
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Yoko Kurama, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. To consume your whole life, exactly, and that's part of what I hate about social media. Like sometimes I consider deleting Twitter, but you just have to stay off the For You tab. It's fucking abysmal because it feeds on negativity, and it feels like that's how a lot of entertainment has gone in recent years. And then politics goes the same path. It's all negativity driven, which forces us into a world of just constant, just fighting and negativity. It's truly gross, and absolutely detest it. The Pacific Theater is barely taught in the EU beyond Pearl Harbor and the nukes. So, okay, I don't want to like act like a Canadian school system is like giving me that much info, because it was the same. In Canada, we were not taught about much about the Pacific Theater as well. Only about the nukes and we Midway as well, but only those three. Pearl Harbor, obviously, the "Live in a Day of Infamy" speech and whatnot, but definitely less than I'd learned afterwards. Like, oh, and the Rape of Nanking as well. I probably shouldn't have said that on stream, but that's what it's called. That one we also learned about. So it's more, but still. Posting negativity is just a human feature. Social media enhances that. Yeah, but that's a natural new thing, right? That we have that ability to constantly magnify the power of negativity, which is a dangerous tool that many who are or like just unknowingly or carelessly going down that path. It's rough. We always hear 6 million Jews And I lost the message. You never hear 50 million Christians died? But Christian, okay, so it's all right. As a Jewish person, there's no reason to sympathy watch like you're pocket watching. Let's not act like a genocide against the Jewish people was remotely okay. But there's the persecution of the Jews was racially driven. It's not like Christians were racially executed. That being said, many people died, far more than 6 million, significantly more. And history recounts that Stalin killed more people than Hitler. So yeah. But obviously, it's not just the Jews who died, and there's other groups who got persecuted as well, not just Jews. This is, again, you go into politics and you can argue about like the multiple genocides that have happened in recent history, right? And they don't all receive the same spotlight because there's always an agenda behind it, which is rough because that also serves to kind of dismiss the agendas that are being more marketed because it feels scummier, even though they still have a very valid cause. Genociding anybody shouldn't even be allowed. Fucking course not. Violence is gross in general. Germany has this cult of feeling guilty what happened in World War II. Nothing else exists in the German history, at least it feels like it. How much do you guys learn about history before World War II? Like World War I history or Prussian history or even Holy Roman Empire history. Napoleon, etc. A bit. Okay. We don't learn that much about it either, to be honest. We don't learn about much beyond pretty much after the colonies just set up in North America. We don't learn anything before that, and it's mostly we don't learn too much about history from European perspective. We don't learn like anything about Napoleon. You know who Otto von Bismarck was? Not a crazy one, but yeah. East Asian countries have interesting history. Every country has interesting history, right? Many countries and people have had their plights and struggles, and people do not know about so many of them. For example, who here knows about conflict in Rwanda in more recent history? People don't realize how much in the world they don't know about. It's both interesting and sad, but also it's a dangerous rabbit hole to go down because you can envelop yourself in darkness. You have that in history, actually? That's impressive because that's not something we pretty much taught nothing about Africa, which I think is a huge disgrace. Because there's the colonial aspect of Africa, which I really didn't even know about until I started learning history myself. And then obviously the more modern history, which is the result of colonialism falling apart. If it's like the movie, then yeah, I've never watched. I don't know any movies about it. All right, bro. Not really talk about Native American history before. That was very important for us in Canada. We had a lot of Native American history stuff, which is good. Hotel Rwanda is crazy and Blood Diamond is interesting. I watched Blood Diamond while I was working because my employee had it on. I don't really remember much about it though because I was obviously multitasking. Germany has a lot of history. Everyone is focused on World War II. It's recent as well, right? It's like the most recent example of a conflict that was so evil and also embroiled the world in so much. Remember learning about Rwanda in high school? Great. I'm happy that you got taught that. Colonialism was a bit of a topic in high school, not very in depth. We learned about colonialism a lot in the Americas regions, but nothing about India or Africa or Asia. The extent of our colonialism we learned about in that part of the world and in the old world was Mahatma Gandhi movement for independence, but that's about it. The Bosnian genocide, heard about that as well. And there's so many, right? Like it's rough. History is interesting, but also when it's more recent, it hits more because you're like, damn, this is like a very real thing, and you realize a lot of people don't know about it, right? To be honest, there's only so many things you can teach you in a little amount of time. Yes, but there has to be a different way because I feel like there's so many important things in school that just aren't taught. Like even unrelated to this, taxes and just simple business stuff. These weren't mandatory to learn in school. And I have talks with people and I have to teach them stuff, and it's like, huh, this was just never taught to you. Like stuff that should be basic, like even how to fucking mail a letter. And it's like this could have been like a day in school. I don't know. Go school in Toronto or in Vaughan? In Thornhill. Why you told your brother to take a personal finance college? Yeah, that's a good idea. You came to Canada to your university and you were shocked when people were telling you how high school was here. It sounded so weak. So I think for some reason our high schools vary a lot in quality depending on where you are. Mine I think was pretty solid. I remember when I finished high school, went to university, I was appalled by how easy the math was because I was never like a great math student. I was decent. I'd like get low to mid 80s pretty much in math. Not acing it, but I held my own. But then we got it and I'm like, this is fucking simple. Like the calculus, I was pretty much going back to basic calculus. So I don't know if other schools were just weaker and had to catch people up, but I don't know. If an AP was harder depending on what school you went to. Yeah. I'm a slacker though. I never applied myself to get far. The only like classes I really aced were history, really. Everything else there was like I had some better grades. Only one I did really, really well in this history. US and Canadian education is ultra simplified. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a slifer slacker. I am a slifer slacker. Basics of life, or is that a parent should schools teach? I think schools should teach it. Yeah. Being gifted student ruined your life. I got to the final stage of the gifted test, and then apparently I failed. I really don't remember much about it. Ace gym and family studies. Yeah, that's all right. Is that because of your interests or because you wouldn't do well in those classes? No, I always did fine. The only thing I kind of struggled with and I had to actually work hard to do was English. And ironically, Stoner Chef, thank you for the sub. Ironically, English is something I've grown on like a lot ever since leaving high school. Like in university, I took a Greek literature course, and I've read a lot of more books since high school. I enjoy writing. I enjoy reading. Because you asked me in high school in grade 9 or 10 if I liked English, I'd say it's one of my least favorite classes. But now I love English and language in general. Like I didn't like French either as a kid. Looking back, I love learning. I'm learning Italian and Spanish in Duolingo. Spanish is mostly I learned through traveling, but Italian through Duolingo, and I enjoy that all. But in high school, it was not that way. Once you find something you like reading, it's amazing. But being forced to read something sucks. Yep, I will agree. And I think it's rough because when you're trying to encourage kids to learn, you want it to be more natural. But if they don't like it, then you can't really force it. Favorite Greek works, dude. I love Oedipus. The irony there. A Yu-Gi-Oh player who likes reading. Never seen a unicorn before. that was bad. I never read Catcher in the Rye. That's not one we had to read in high school. What's it called? What did I read in school? I read Haroon and the Sea of Stories. We were given like 10 books to choose from. That's the one I got. Romeo and Juliet. McLear. Maybe Macbeth. Not fuck. King Lear and Macbeth. Not McLear. I'm like, wait a second. I messed that up. I'm like, yeah, I did. Hunger Games. I read in school. McLaren. Yes. What else did I read? I used to read a lot of Roald Dahl as a kid. Reading Hunger Games for school is wild. They used to give you like, for the earlier years, they'd give you like 20 books to choose from, and one was Hunger Games. Something from Kant. I do have philosophy books, but I haven't read them, any of them yet. I haven't read in a while. I think kids aren't ready to appreciate Shakespeare. They're not. I wasn't. I love Shakespeare now. I did not in high school. I need to reread about Romeo and Juliet because I didn't like it as a kid. I hated it. But I fucking love Caesar. Caesar, but also other Shakespeare works as well. I read Lord of the Rings. I've never read or watched Lord of the Rings. It is on my to-do list. And Nesh wanted to kill me over John Wick. Whatever. On the list. George Orwell was the only author I read Animal Farm for school. That one was good. I wrote an essay on that. I loved Animal Farm. Ironically, I only read 1984 recently, but George Orwell's Animal Farm was one of them that I read. The Lord of the Rings movies are so good. Dude, there's so many things I haven't seen or watched or read. I'm sorry. It's on the list. The one that I really want to watch that I need to find time for is The Godfather. It looks good, but I've never watched it. I also read Brave New World. It's on my list. I think I actually own the book, but I have not read it yet. I watched or read Jurassic Park. I've watched Jurassic Park 1 and then Jurassic World 1. Did not like World. Park was great. Reading Harry Potter never made anyone billionaire. I fell asleep during the first Harry Potter movie, and I never watched anything else or read. I did not think. Yeah, I'm not about it. Sorry on my fellow nerds. Star Wars supremacy. You kind of regret being so interested in everything that isn't STEM back in high school. You feel like you lack so much knowledge outside your work topics. You have to force yourself to branch out. And it's interesting because I was similar, right? And only as I started really looking into it on my own and stopped watching crap on TV that I did it. Oh, Percy Jackson I read in school. It wasn't for school, but I read it in school. I don't remember anything about it though. To watch the anime Orb on the Movements of the Earth. It's an absolute gem. I have such a huge list of things to watch. I don't know if I want to take on more. You force yourself to watch Harry Potter to understand what the fascination was, you still don't get it. I mean, I didn't watch anything besides the first one, but yeah, I must say I wasn't thrilled. Only 25 episodes. I know, only 25 episodes, but I mean, I didn't know that, but I figured. You will not take the Harry Potter slander. Which classics I have read? No, I haven't read in a while. It's been rough. So 1984, Animal Farm we talked about. Iliad, Odyssey, Hesiod, Theban Plays, Macbeth, King Lear, Othello, Caesar, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Death of a Salesman, Dorian Gray. Frankenstein is one of my favorite books of all time, if not the favorite book. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Dracula, I've not read Don Quixote yet. Favorite Star Wars movie? Episode 5. What else is on that list? There's for sure other stuff. Any religious books? No. Goosebumps as a kid? So did I. The R.L. Stein. I loved it as a kid. Go to the Scholastic fairs and get those. Songs of Ice and Fires? I have not, no. I have a list on my phone. I haven't updated it, but I know I have a list. Like books I want to read and books I have read. Like I mark them off. Fuck, I don't know where it is. Have you watched Game of Thrones? No. Philosophy. I've read Tractus. Oh, what's it called? Albert Camus, the Rebel. I guess you're gonna count it Meditations by what's his name? Marcus Aurelius. I started Zarathustra, but I haven't finished it. Princess Bride is pretty good. I did watch that one. My friend forced me to watch it when I was in LA. I don't remember for what event, but I watched it there. It was good. Yeah, I liked it. Read the books of the Abrahamic religions. I don't like religion. I feel like it drives conflicts unnecessarily. So I don't know about that one. Maybe some more perspective, but religion for me is always just, I've always seen it as people causing blind hate. And it's always kind of confusing, made me sad. Because I've seen it from my grandparents. Like, going about how much she hates this Muslim person. Like, what did they do to you? She'll have no reason. And it's just so shocking to me. And I think it's gross, right? Nietzsche is funny because sometimes he just starts roasting Socrates. Muslim here? Yeah, nope. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, unfortunately, I've experienced racism with my family from towards other creeds, and I'm very happy to say my more immediate family does not have this, because if they do, I'll check them instantly. Yu-Gi-Oh helped a lot with this. My area is mostly either Asian or Jewish, but when I went to go play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd be one of the few white people there. I mean, I'd be mixing with pretty much everything possible except for women. But it exposed me to many different cultures. And it's a big reason why I feel so comfortable around any race. And I understand some people feel more comfortable than never been around a black person before. But I've been around black people my entire life. It's just a normal thing. So I'm happy that I don't have this sort of perspective on life. You say lol, but it's true. It's just true. Hey, you want me to add it? Sure. Ooh. Your dad from the few white people locals? That's funny. That's nice. In my local friend group, I remember going to a Chinatown mall. And it was funny walking in the mall. We got this big swarthy Greek guy. We got me. who's like white but different kind of white. I'm Jewish. They got the more authentic, like red hair. Some Scottish background, red hair, white. We got the Guyanese guy. We got the brown guy, the light skinned black guy, the dark skinned black guy. We got the Viets guy, the Chinese guy. An entire like just group of people completely all over the place. And I told that redheads have no souls. That is a common saying, yes. You should read the only astrology book you'll ever need. That doesn't sound great. It's astrology sounds rough. It's all about the history of how civilizations and constellations. How you can see passages in different religions. Sure, that could be interesting, I guess. I'm not sure. Can I add this? What is this? Yugioh. Sure. Okay. He was lolling about the accept women part. There's only one woman that comes to locals. Yeah, we maybe had like one or two girls at locals at a given time, but it was always driven by like male dominant there. So outside of that, I had a pretty good exposure to different types of people, which I'm very happy about. And it's also why I'll be a strong pusher for anything sort of Yu-Gi-Oh based, or even like just getting a hobby, right? I think hobbies and making these social groups is what brings people different nationalities together. All right. I did not expect us to talk about nonsense to last about an hour. Are there any last remarks we want to make before we actually go talk about Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, I'm planning on going to more locals after Master Duel Championship is done. Probably, but not that many more. Still depends on when I'm free. And I work a lot. Because the hobby that makes you homeless? True. Can I say orm? Orm, 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 orm! There you go. Someone should clip me just yelling orm, and I'll make it a redeemable point thing. Just me screaming orm. Send it to Ray. Yeah. How expensive was the trip home? I can't talk about it. It's a little. I'm not sure if there's a breach of privacy thing, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Unfortunately, as cool as it would be. Can you do a collective orm on camera at Worlds? Ryan would kill Ray and I. Actually kill us. Are you gonna play Ashen again with the Queen Dragon next month? I haven't planned that far. Good luck against Paulo and Judeu. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's switch over. All I want for Christmas. What the fuck is the Orm lore? So somehow Ray just kept saying Orm. Like, you Twitch chatters, whenever Ray gets confused or surprised or something happens, Ray just goes Orm. And me and Ryan had no fucking clue what that meant. And our first day of testing for Worlds, like months ago, Ray said Orm maybe like 30 times in one night. And we're like, Ray, what the fuck does Orm mean? And Ryan asked him to stop. And he's just like, he explained what it was. And we're like, that's stupid. But Ryan was so tilted by it. The next day, Ray kept doing it. And I saw much it was triggering Ryan, so then I did it as well. I don't care. I actually don't think it's, I think it's stupid as well. But the fact that it tilted Ryan was funny, so that's why I do it. Ray got Orm from watching you. Well, you are the reason that Ryan wants to kill Ray. Congratulations. Orm has a meaning? I don't fucking know, bro. Ray said it in egregious amounts. Like, it's probably his most used word. Orm is a variant on Erm. Well, let me tell you that Ray uses it far more than he would ever use Erm. He just says Orm all the fucking time. Ray is a base individual. That he is. Trisha Judeo started doing it. Oh my god. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh brain rot. Oh my god. Or sorry, rather, Orm. It says a lot in Discord too. I'm well fucking aware. I have the same messages. I see Orm, Orm, Orm. Let me see if he said it in the last day in our chat. I don't even type that much. Most of the time it's on call. I fell asleep, Orm. Yep, nice. Control F for Orm. We don't type that much in this chat though. Yesterday, Ray said Orm. Then before that, he said Orm. Then I said Orm. Then he said Orm. Then he said Orm again. Then he said Orm again the day before. And before that, he said Orm again. 2 days before that, he said Orm 3 times. 4 days before that, he said Orm 3 times. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is actually insane. And we don't even type that much. Ormageddon. I said Orm once. It's probably just to tilt Ryan. Let me click it. Oh, Ray said Orm, so I said Orm afterwards. Send him the mega victory bell and see how he replies. Okay. This is the battle I was talking about with the crocodiles, by the way. I didn't realize I wasn't screen sharing. I thought I was looking at this with you guys, but I was not.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Go on, say, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Okay. New card. New card. New card. I've seen these are alt arts. I don't know. I have to read this card though. Oh, there's new rocket cards. I forgot about that. I haven't read those yet. And I've read that. So it's just those 4 things. Okay. Congrats on top 8. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Ormageddon night. Yes. Can we get some more Dragon Style content? And what do I have to do for Perilias? Drolls probably, but I have to test it. But I don't know how much more content we'll get for it because knowing YouTube, the shit gets dry real fast and then people stop watching. If people stop watching, I stop making. The final solo casino video for the time being will be going up, by the way, guys, on Monday. And I'll spoil you guys a little bit for the premise, and this isn't going to spoil the episode, but it's going to spoil the premise. Mark your calendars, baby, because we're going to have a cool stream on September the 4th. So the Thursday after the World Championship. That weekend of that week is the Lansing, Michigan Regionals, which I will be attending. And I'll be playing a deck decided by you guys. Twitch viewers will be able to build my deck. Last time we did this, I went like 3 and 5. So let's see if we can do better. Also, it was like actually sick. And so like I got a crazy migraine. So hopefully better than that. Go 0-5. No. I want to do better, not worse. Better means more wins, not more losses. But the way we do it is when you sub on Twitch, you get to pick a card to add. Or you can remove any 2 from the deck. However, for every loss I have in casino, 3 commenters will get to pick a card in my deck for free. So if I go 0-5 in casino, then 15 people or 15 random comments, their cards will be included into my deck and they cannot be taken out. I don't know, chat, that will let me do better. I have faith. So make sure to tune in for that, guys. It'll be fun. September 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Anyways, let's go. All right, let's read cards. Killer Tune Q. Level 3 Light Fairy Tuner. You can use a tune on the hand for synchro material. This card is normal or just normal summon. Okay, special 1 tuner from your hand deck or graveyard. You're locked into tuners. Okay, I'm about to say that's crazy, but you're locked into tuners. Imagine something like Halka Fibrax S cards. But no, this locking into tuners means there's not much you can make with this, so for now this is fair. This card is used synchro material. You can exit the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, banish 1, and place other on top bottom of the deck. Oh, that's cancer. Man, why do they have to have fucking Kashtira-esque effects? The second one like this. Oh, that is so yuck. When do you use ad blocks? I do, it doesn't work. Instead of picking a card, can they force you to eat 20 salted crackers? Is that somebody I know, or did I tell you guys the story how I ate 50 salted crackers? I don't remember. Red Nova? No, you have to comment it on fucking YouTube, not here. Unless you sub, and that'll be on September 1st or 4th. Sorry. Everyone loved Kashtira. Every archetype needs a cash effect. Great. I love randomly ripping. It's not even just ripping. It's also stacking in the deck. It's actually just, this card is cancer. This card is very good. Very good card. Not happy that it exists. You bring out Red Nova? Wait, what do you mean? Isn't Red Nova's a tuner? Search Red Nova. Into what? And Masteral Meta? I know you could do this. If a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro is in the field, special card in your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, uses 2 or more tuners as materials. Just 1 Fire Fiend from your deck in defense mode. What Fire Fiend tuner are we summoning? Oh, I understand. That's pretty damn good. Look at the TCG player for that card. Why wasn't Red Nova in the structure deck, guys? Okay, well, I don't have to search it. That's hilarious. That's crazy. When does this come out for us? It comes out in probably in we don't even have a date yet. Probably in December though. They may reprint it. I hope they reprint it. Very good card. Very good card. All right. F you. Bot Herder. Dude, this is another card with Racing Orm. Pack says the word bot 400 times per voice call. Holy shit. Like, I get triggered when I see the word bot because Pack literally says this non-freaking stop. Him and Sam. Actually insufferable. Like, I see bot and the picture of Pack just pops up in my head. Like, yo, this guy's a bot. So I'm a bot? So you're a bot. You're just the bot. He's a bot. Like, literally, bot. Like a fucking chicken. But bot. Okay, what does this do? Target what monster your opponent controls is a face down monster you own or a face down monster. Wait. So any face down monster or face down monster you own. No, any face down monster your opponent controls or face down monster you own. Okay. If that monster is no longer on the field or is a monster you control, if face down, reveal it to check. What? Burn 200. Take control of all monsters opponent controls except that monster. Oh. Confusing card. That's funny. So they can't remove it off the field in response. So you're supposed to use this with a kaiju? Wait, where is Secret Rare? What is this from? That's the Megaton. I thought it was another card. Mimigools? Ah, okay. But you can try any monster your opponent controls that is face down. So I guess any like sets a monster, you can do crazy stuff. But this plus a kaiju is a full board steal, right? This card's cool. Yo, thrusting for this is kind of crazy, right? Please explain. You read the card 20 times. So pretty much, if your opponent has a set monster or any monster that you gave them, so a kaiju, a Mimighoul, you steal every other monster they have. And normally, the way a card like this would work, because it has to check and resolution, if they killed the monster that you targeted before this card resolves, then you wouldn't steal anything. But because if the monster isn't on field, it still works. They can't chain blow up their own card. This card is very solid. And there might be metas where this card is good. Very cool card. Okay. So these are the alt arts. Okay. I don't like this. How do you guys feel about the Ecclesia alt art? I personally do not like it. Terrible? Ass? You think it's fine? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Do you like Ecclesia alt art? Yes or no? No is winning quite drastically. For me, I don't know how much I like it because it really feels like it's just a what's it called? It's just an anime screenshot. It doesn't really fit the art either. Yeah. It's a screenshot. Is it actually just a screenshot? Is it a redraw from an anime scene? Is it at least an actual redraw or is it actually just a screenshot? If something is going to be a screenshot, it better be a fucking awesome ass impact scene. Otherwise, I think that's kind of lazy. And full art. It's a redraw. Okay, so it is a redraw, but I still don't like it. I think it does look kind of lazy and poo-poo. Okay, Thrust, on the other hand, I don't love it because I dislike Tri-Brigades. I think the art is fine on this card. I think it looks all right. I probably will still play this one, but I don't mind this art. I don't think it's bad. I think this one is bad. I think this is just okay. I don't know how you guys feel about the Thrust art. Thrust is cool, but like the OG too. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna play the OG still, but I don't mind it. But I actively dislike this one. OG Thrust kind of mid. That's Thrust. This is Thrust, yes. You know, these alt arts that look nothing like the TCG or like the OG are terrible. I don't mind them always, but you know. I'm not a TB fan either. All right, well, TB is tuberculosis, so I don't know if that's what you meant. I'm also not a fan of that disease. I would like to not get it. I'd like other people to not have it. If you're a fan of TB, then you can leave, I guess. But the anime Dark Magician art and Master Duel, which one's the anime? The LOB art or the SDY art? It's SDY, right? I don't fucking remember. I like both arts. Neither in Master Duel, but it's just a guy. Even he's the guy. This guy's awesome, bro. I understand you meant Tri-Brigade. Alright. Thus take Mata Devouring Dragon. Fallen of Albaz plus Light or Dark plus an effect monster. Wait, isn't this crazy with branded fusion? You just send like Albion and Saronir. Can't make a branded fusion? Why? Why? Needs only 2 monsters? What do you mean? Can branded fusion only? Oh, branded fusion only have 2. That makes sense. That makes sense. Good Konami. Oh, otherwise you'd lend us for 1 billion dragons. Right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Scar special summon, show up with 2 cards, any grave in or banishment to the deck. Okay, some more grind game shit. It doesn't target though either, so you hit the opponent's cards. That's not bad. 1 Ecclesia monsters on the field or in either graveyard. Okay. Gain 500 attack and it's unaffected by the card effects. Okay, so it's a towers. During the end phase, this card's in your grave because it was sent there this turn. You can add 1 Dogmatica or Tri-Brigade card from your deck to your hand. So you play this because it searches Mercurier, I guess, and like its on-field effect is fine. This card's fine, right? You probably just play 1 and it's like, okay. Doesn't seem broken, but it's definitely playable. I'll make another Ecclesia, I'm pretty sure, for the second card. Probably. But so you can search it and then like do more stuff in the end phase. If this card is your end phase and you control a Fusion Albaz, special this card and then diddle your opponent. They want Ecclesia so bad to be in a branded deck. Yeah. Albaz turns their hand up for Ecclesia. Oh my god. What if it's an Ecclesia that says you can like send 1 card that mentions Albaz from your hand to the grave and discard it? Discard to discard 2? Or just reveals itself. So it stays in hand to discard it off Albaz. And then the specials Albaz from the deck. That'd be insane, wouldn't it be? No, you have to reveal the Ecclesia, discard a branded card, and then you discard the Ecclesia off Albaz. It's fair, though. That's the fair way of making it without being too broken or too shit. Be very good, though. That's Ogre Impulse. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's also not generic that way. You have to play branded cards. If Fusion X'd. Yeah, what if it said, reveal it by dumping an Albaz Fusion from deck to grave. Extra deck to grave. That would be broken. It's incredibly strong. I understand it's incredibly strong, but at least it's not generic that way, and it's not unstoppable. There is counterplay. It can be ashed, impulsed, and it can be ogred. And fuck it, make it summon from grave as well, so make it bellable. So you have 4 outs to it. That's fine. That is totally fine, I think. It's not generic and there's 4 outs to it. I understand it's good. Also, this is purely speculative. Why are we arguing about this? End phase to add back like the other Cartesia. I don't know if it's too good. Would there be any chance to make any deck that uses Albaz and Tri-Brigade that can actually work? I don't think so. Not unless they make cards that support the themes better, because right now they have no way to do that. How did Triff get home so fast? He was on a budget airline. Ironically, all my friends took the budget airline, and I'm like, I have a credit card that gives me points for the Air Canada. And some like benefits. So I'm like, okay, let's just let's do that. Let's go Air Canada. Oops. Everyone who went on the budget airline was fine. You got home yesterday and Felix is still stuck until Saturday? That is brutal, man. If you're going to focus on the outs, every Yu-Gi-Oh card had an out for it. Okay, but I'm talking about 4 very realistic, flexible answers that required a little setup and little concessions. I think I'm being reasonable. It's also a card that is specific to a deck. Have you guys fucking read Holly Sue? Like, what? Have you read that card? That card is ridiculous. That card is so broken. And you're here arguing about my card. Just say you don't like branded and move on. I don't love branded. I don't mind it either. But Yu-Gi-Oh cards nowadays can be so broken. Snow is the problem. That's your first fucking message? Alright. That was criminal. 1 minute timeout. That guy went for fucking blood. He saw I got riled up and he went for the jugular. He said, "Get this Jesse guy." I mean, he was only banned for a minute. He'll be back in a minute. Yeah. First time chatter. First time message was crazy. True equals ban. Yo, okay. All right. That's everything, right? Because these are, yeah. How do the comments think about Ecclesia? To make sheep part screenshot 88 upvote. Yep. All right. That should sum it up. It would be Holly Suit required Albaz in hand.
I thought
no, it's Holly Suit because you have to discard a branded card. You don't need to draw effing Raisin for Holly Suit to be good. It's any Vanquish Soul. Russo, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate you. 25 freaking months. Dude, that's so good. Thank you so much. Ban him until Snow comes back. Well, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel. There's a million branded cards. And they're almost all terrible. Moving on. I don't want to talk about branded anymore. Let's talk about the Rocket cards. Let's read these. Rocket Loader. Okay. It looks like... I don't know what it looks like. It's on the tip of my tongue. Kind of like Wall Shadow? Or... No. This card? No, not this card. What's the card that looks like Wall Shadow? I mean, it kind of looks like this, right? I don't know. I'm being weird. It's got like Shadow Ghoul. That's the card. Yeah, I mean, they're all related-ish, right? But like all the little red dots everywhere. Bro, this shit's just the same card. Shadow Ghoul. Okay. Anyways, my mind has completely left any realm of sanity after the last conversation we had. And this card is no more special summon at a level 7 Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand, locked into Dark. So still anything besides Dark is very broad. So you're adding Absorouter off this typically. Knock Division's fine, but Absorouter seems crazy because then you just go Striker Dragon. This card is nuts. This is insane. Because before, like, Tracer is the only good actual rocket card. Recharge is fine. This card is really good. Banish this card from your grave. Try one face the monster in the field. It becomes dark. What does that matter for? Try your opponent's monsters. Maybe we'll see another effect. No seal. Ah, humbug. Read Logger. Is there a Rocket Beer Dragon? It goes to the beer garden. Hollow Rocket Dragon. Level 6. Not level 7. It's not 7 level, it's just 7, right? Yeah. When like launch effects activate that targets this face-up card in the field. Oh, God damn it, more of these. Destroy this card. Activate up to 6 cards in the top of your opponent's deck. Wait, what? And if you do banish one of them. Oh, come on, man. I mean, this card's probably not even very good, but why these type of effects are so dog. Like, can we stop making cards like this? In the end phase, this card is in the grave because it destroys special someone. This card's terrible. Why even make this? It's only good for evil.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Quads, only so much the sub. Appreciate you. Cast your Ogre hard to activate. Yeah, cast your Ogre can go kick rocks. I don't want that card existing either.
I thought
Lukey,
that
and some to the
Jesse
sub.
was cooked.
Appreciate you. Ooh, level 7. Rocket Detonator. If you control Dark Dragon Link specialist card in your hand, okay, that's pretty easy to do. Target one Dragon Dark you control and spell Trap Zone. Special summon it, but it cannot attack. It's supposed to be a Borload Savage Dragon. Action negated, also you locks into dice. This doesn't seem very good. That doesn't seem great. Okay. I mean, this card is really good, but others I don't know about. It's very good. It is? Read later. All right. Ooh, this is cool. Borload Fatal Flare Dragon. Why is it small? This looks like a strong monster, just smaller than Furious. Dark Link plus a dark monster. Oh, that is super polyable as fuck. Okay. Only use the first, second, and third effect once per turn. This card is featured in summon add a rocket monster if next to your hand. Okay. Turn one dark monster you control. Equip one Dark Link from your Graver Banishment as an equip spell. There's a 500 attack. Okay, so is that the idea? This card sent to the grave as link material. You can target a card in the field and destroy it. Sure, so you can IP this. Pop. Dark for fusion. There's another. All right. What does the fusion do again? It's a rapid trigger is what it's called, or Borload fusion. Put a link 3 in there, and then you can bring it back. All right, maybe. Maybe I don't know. You're making access code with this? Oh, that's pretty good. Boral Shroud. Link 5. So I guess you make this plus Moreland if you can. Your opponent cannot tribute this card. It's an anti-kaiju built into it. That's so funny. Why does it have this effect? Once per turn. Is that all the protection it has? What the fuck? Okay. During the main phase, quick effects. Attack one rocket you control. Negate its effects. Wait. No. Negate the effects of one face of monster your opponent controls. Then show that monster. Okay, so you negate and then trigger like Silver Rocket or whatever if you're playing that. Or whatever rocket you have. Your opponent activate cards effects response to activation. That seems fine. Once per turn, when a monster. Once in one phase from the field, start of the battle phase, special one link full or Borload from your action deck. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's kill super easily. Face up card, not monster. Oh! That's very good. This isn't once per turn either. If you have multiple discard. Huh. Nobody's making 2 though? Why? I feel like you can easily make 2. Maybe not easily, but I feel like you can do it. Unresponsible Desiree seems quite good.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Very strong card. Why does it have the Super Poly Clause? All the Boral cards have that. Joe, I think it starts the sub. Appreciate you. All the Boral cards do this. I think Boral end this ideally. I want to end on 2 Boral ends and 3 Boral Shrouds. I'm gonna try and make that happen. I want to make a combo that ends on all. That'd be so much. And greed. Wait, can an extra link? No, right? What is Borland's arrows? Wait, can I U-link with this? U-links are legal, right? Wait, no, it isn't. It's all down. Damn it. Oh no, you can go this up top. And then it points to Boral End. And then it points to another one of these. Which points to another Boral End. Which points to another one of these up top. Okay, that's my next combo I'm gonna try and make. I'm gonna try and make a combo that ends on a U link of Boral ends and Boral on Boral Shrouds. It's gonna be epic. All right. Triz Boral is another one. Okay. 2+ Dark Dragon monsters, including a rocket. This card is link summoned at 1 rapid trigger. Oh. Okay. That's how you make the fusion. Have you interlock or double trigger from your deck to your hand. What's double trigger? Probably another new card. Torment the card you control and 1 Dark Dragon in your grave. Special summon. Destroy the card of fields. Add it to your hand. Pretty good. Double trigger. You just have 1 fusion extra by banishing its materials from the grave. Oh. That's very easy. Wait, so you can just fuse for this and add this, equip, link this away, equip it, and then I see. So the point is, you get this out, you link it away, fuse for this, add this, equip this, and then you bring it back off of this. I get it. Other effects, ritual summon by banishing from your graveyard. Okay, sure. And then trap, obviously, probably terrible. Opponent activates a spell or trap, you control a rocket or boral monster. Negate the activation, and if you do, set that card. It cannot be activated this turn. Sure, whatever. Do the first I see instantly get that line? Really? I think it's pretty obvious. From the hand. Wait. Activate this card have. Does that make it good? It doesn't only negate spells or traps though. I missed the first line. I'm sorry. Unsearchable and yeah, I think like if you're in a format where everyone's playing like Songs of the Dominator type cards and like Impulse, then this card is good because like it hits hand traps. Unless you're doing that, it's not very strong. Might be a good post side. I mean, it seems like kind of bad macro removal, if that's the point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love it. Is everything right? These cards are good. Only 2 cards are like not strong. Everything else is either like good or really good. You can transform Romulus to dark for the link 3. Ah, I understand. Okay, so how do I make it dark again? Which one makes it dark? Loader. I guess it also banishes itself to make Dispatter live in some game states. And this makes Dispatter with Tracer if you wanted to. I don't know how good that is. Doesn't sound great, but Loader's the broken one for sure. This card is nuts, but honestly, like, this card is very good, this card is very good, and this card is very good. This card is solid, and this card is solid. Yeah, this deck is going to be good. I'm pretty sure. I'm like almost certain. I'm almost certain that this deck will be meta. D-Link versus any charm is just so bad. Remember when Dragon Link died to Droll? Now it is time to self-Droll. Man. When these cards released in Master Duel in 1 year? They're kind of all over the place. It's hard to know, but it'll be a while for sure. Because this, what set is this in? Burst, holy shit. This is like the January set for us in the TCG. So yeah, probably not until like May in Master Duel, which yeah, that'll be a while. So buckle down, folks. Okay. It'll be K9 Dragon Link. Okay. And I believe that's all the new cards, right? Anything else that's new to go over? I think I hit everything, right? Primite Red Eyes Rocket. I doubt it. Yeah, I think I read everything. All caught up. Damn. I've been so infrequently. Oh. You can make Notorio Rose Whip with a new killer tune. Oh, does it not negate the effect? Of course not. Why would it negate the effect? Great. Those who don't know what Notorio Rose Whip is, it's a plant tuner that says while it's in the field, your opponent only uses one spell or trap per turn. So, yep. I saw somebody ask what my next YCS was, and I'm not sure. The hell's it gonna? I don't know what that is. Let's talk about it. I am a Brit. One of the YCSs. Bologna. Okay. So the next YCS happening is in Lima, and the same day is YCS Bologna. And then there's always the potential that around this time there's going to be a Duelist Cup. So I'm debating what I want to do with my Yu-Gi-Oh career this season. Last season I attended less events. I skipped several events that I may have gone to in the past. But with better pricing now, it's more financially possible. Also, with my vending business dead thanks to Trump, I'll have less work. Thank you, Trump. Retire and play Riftbound with you? I don't know. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. So I have to decide what I want to do. There's a DC Cup next month. If I win Worlds, I'm for sure not staying home for a Duelist Cup. If we do not win Worlds, then I'll have to debate if I want to play a YCS or if I want to go to a Duelist Cup. So here's the thing. I may want to start traveling a little more for one of a couple reasons. For one, I do want to win an ultra rare, another versus Stratios. I won one of every other vanilla prize card. Last year I won the Solarius so early on in the season that I didn't need to try to get another one. I literally won the first event. No need to DC because you're winning Worlds. Listen, I think arrogance is a bad thing, so I'm not gonna go in with confidence that I'm gonna win, but I believe in myself. But yeah, that is on my mind. So the other thing with going to where I go is it is still like talking about achievements in Yu-Gi-Oh. There's a couple things on my bucket list. Winning Worlds is one of them, and I've done that. The kind of like last thing that I really want to do as like a lifetime thing in Yu-Gi-Oh is to win a YCS in South America. Those who don't know, I've won a YCS in every single TCG region except for South America. I won in Central America, Oceania, Europe, North America, and Central America. But never in South America. I've gone second in Chile and top 4 in Brazil twice. But I have never won in South America. So that's debatable. Also with prizing being better, I make my money back. And the thing is, Valor's top 16. And it's way easier for me to top in Latin America as well now because of the changes to the UDS system. I'm now the only person who gets buys. The only person at these events. The VIP qualifiers, but like people like Paolo don't get buys anymore. Only I do. So this event must have been nice. There were literally 5 VIPs only. Only 5. I was one of 5 people. Move to Japan to play in an event. That's, I guess, the other thing is to play and then also to do well in OCG. And I guess that split up the regions into different OCG regions as well. Like the Asian area and then the China and Japan. But that's another thing to bury it across. I can't even play in China and Japan. Asia's just so far, but at some point, maybe an Asian tournament. I did potentially doing Jakarta, but I don't think I'll be doing it because couldn't get people to go with me. And so far, I wouldn't want to do it more than once. But yeah, when YCS Tokyo, you just can't play. You just cannot play in Japan events. They won't let you play. So, part of me wants to go to YCS Lima as the next one, because that would be the next one here. I've already booked and for sure going to YCS Anaheim. I like the TCG right now. I'm enjoying it a lot, which is partially why I want to do it. Collecting trophies from different regions like the Infinity Stones. Yeah. I don't care about Master or TCG Worlds though. It's the same thing to me. And also I don't care about Rush Door Duelings. World Champion is World Champion. I'm happy. How many wins am I now? If we're counting general tournaments, I have 10 wins. If it's YCS wins, then I have 7. It'd be cool to keep the record for most firsts and most seconds, but I'm pretty far ahead in both of those things. So I don't think I have to worry about that for now. If you qualified for both, you would play in Master Duel. I would play in the one that looks like it would have a better format, which right now would be TCG. But yeah, here's the runner-up. The runner-up in wins is a tie with Christian Urain and Christian LeBlanc at 6, and for second places it's Bowden at 5. Ugh. Yeah, so I booked for that. And then if I'm committing to trying to win YCS in South America, I should go to Sao Paulo, right? And while Rio, I'm sorry, I want to offend people from Sao Paulo. I think Rio is the more beautiful city in Brazil. Sao Paulo is the only place I can actually get a direct flight to. So it actually might be a little bit easier to go to Sao Paulo. And given that it's here. Which would be nice. So the problem is these are all back-to-back weekends. And not a single one of these is close to my house. Anaheim, the only one in the same fucking continent, is still a 5-hour flight. So I have to decide, am I really down for this? Am I really down for 3 long as shit flights? Last time I did this, I did a YCS or UDS Panama, which is about as far as Anaheim is for me. Then a YCS in London, and then a YCS in Peru, Lima as well. And that was fucking brutal. Given I was also in school at the time. But that's kind of what's going through my mind. I'm not sure what I want to do. Rio is amazing. Rio is great. I'd recommend people to go there, but I know it's far. Going to Leo. If I do a YCS that weekend, it would be Peru. Getting the buys, it's about the same distance. It's actually a bit cheaper for me to fly to. Peru is beautiful. Not saying that France isn't. I haven't been to Lille, but Lima is beautiful, so I know what I'm getting there. As well as it's on my agenda to win YCS in South America. Lima's probably not getting streamed. I would highly doubt it, unfortunately. I don't play for the clout of being on stream, so that doesn't make a difference to me, like, remotely. Because Pittsburgh, I will for sure be at. That one is close. I'm gonna drive there with my friends. It's a 5-hour drive from my house, so Pittsburgh is actually close. And then after that, the next one is Bologna. Oh, the food in Italy is so good. God, I'm such a fat ass. I skipped Bologna last year because I said I'd only go if I had other people to go with me on a vacation afterwards to see somewhere else in Italy. I love Italian history and culture and food, and the language. So I don't know if I'll do that again or if I'll ask, because where I want to go to Italy from Bologna is Florence. Was it Firenze? Is it how you say it in Italian? I can't remember. It's hide if Europe didn't just do the same locations every time. Yeah, I know. But Bologna, the food was good. It was really good. And ironically, it wasn't expensive for me to fly to. So it's not like I have anything else going on that weekend. I have to decide if I want to do it. If I do not go to Bologna, then the 300th YCS, obviously, I'm not going to the one in Germany, unfortunately. I'm going to the one that's close. I'm going to Virginia. I can fly into like the DC area and drive with my friends, and it's cheap, it's close, it's always going to this one. Sorry. Nesh can be your guide there. Nesh is not from there. Nesh is from Firenze. Okay. Nesh is from Napoli. But now lives in Verona. He's close to Bologna, but not Florence. You feel safe in Lima? Yes, I do. The only places I felt a little more sketched out were Sao Paulo's not the best. Guatemala City was not great. Everywhere else was fine that I've been so far. But yeah, so if I don't go to Bologna, then every other European YCS that is announced, and maybe all they have, is within the same day as another YCS closer to home. So it would mean that I go to 0 European YCSs next year. Did I go to any last year? I don't remember. I went to Birmingham, right. So unless they do a UK event that's like doesn't line up on the day, then I would pretty much just not go to Europe at all. And if there is a place in Europe I'd like to go, sorry, I'll show favoritism. Italy's the best. So yeah, go to Italy. I need to find somebody who would go to Florence with me. I want to see Dante's house. What's the biggest gameplay difference you notice between Mastral and TCG? Well, Maxi, and then after that, the toggles versus reading people are different. I'm going to Europe in a week, sure, but yeah. So Paulo, you gotta be from there to be good. You consider going to oh fuck, I don't want to pronounce that word. If they're making it there, I haven't. It's an amazing city and the safest. I did not pick Germany. Is it because of Josh? People in Germany felt like kind of rude and cold to me when I was there, to be honest. I didn't really feel like Germany wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't very nice either. Berlin felt fine actually, but like West Germany kind of felt bad. Like I didn't like West Germany. I have no like desire to visit the places I've been in West Germany, like Bochum, Dusseldorf, Duisburg, Dortmund. Yeah. Sorry, unfortunately, not a huge fan. I also had like pretty rude service several times in Germany. Like a couple of the times we joked it's because I was wearing a menorah on my shirt, and that'd be crazy if it was true. Although I don't know what it is. One of them was crazy. We went to an Indian restaurant, and I'm with 3 brown people. I guess it was a Pakistani restaurant, with 3 different backgrounds, so they could speak like pretty much any of the languages we needed. And they messed up our order, and we heard them talking about us in Urdu, like just shit talking at us, and saying they were going to spit in our food. So we just got up and left because my friend Assad speaks Urdu. So yeah, thank you for that great service in Germany. Like it's crazy they were trying that. It was literally a group of 4 people, and 3 of them were clearly brown, and they were gonna try and pull some shit like that. They were just as hoping that ignorant American doesn't speak multiple languages. Ugh. Nicest German service experience. Yeah, I got yelled at a donor place for asking for chicken. That was very strange. I didn't think it was that crazy of a request to ask for chicken. Germany depends drastically where you go. I liked Berlin. Berlin wasn't spectacular by any means, but I had a fun time. I didn't have bad service or anything. Berlin was fine, but the Northwest Germany area was not good. Why would a donut place have chicken? Donor, not donut. Berlin is the worst city in Germany. After going to those places in West Germany, I disagree very drastically. That's the most normal thing. That's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought. I also thought, here, German donor, usually chicken, right? They're just tied to tourists. I don't give a shit. That doesn't mean you get to be rude. Italians are very friendly. Italians can be hit or miss. I've definitely had my run-ins with pretentious Italians, but they also have the other ones who are incredibly warm and friendly, like Nesh. Was Worlds in Berlin? Yeah, it was, and so was it was in the Astral, yeah. Venice was a little less friendly, but Bologna was friendly. Rome was friendly. There's only 3 places I've been. Venice was definitely, you could tell, like they treated the tourists a little different. I got served a rare steak, and the guy just scoffed at me when I said this was underdone. And it was like, American. Like, fuck off. Like, I know my temperatures. When I see fat streaks in my fucking food, it is not mid-rare. I don't care. Like, I'm sending it back. And he got all pissy with me. Like, when I'm spending money on a steak and it's expensive at a tourist spot, give me what a goddamn order. That's where Euros is every year now. Most fun event of the year. Yeah, the Astro was nice. Christmas playlist already. Somebody paid to turn it on and no one's turned it off. And then Europe is really weird about ordering steak. I know. So now I order medium in Europe. You're a mean one, but Mr. Grinch. But I do not care if it's different. If I can see visible like large fat in my medium rare filet mignon, it is not done properly. I don't give a shit. That needs to be rendered out. That one is not negotiable. Oh, I realized that was Darren who said that. Hey, Darren. Medium rare? Yeah, that's what I normally order. But I don't want to order medium rare and get fat in it. For Bavaria over Berlin. Where Bavaria is the south, right? Yeah, I've never been here. I've been up here, Frankfurt for like half a day, and Berlin. So like obviously I can't speak to the entirety of it, right? Because it's the same with UK. I've seen London and Birmingham, and that's it. And even then, I barely left Birmingham because I heard bad things about it. So me speaking on an entire country based on one region's experiences, it's not real because everything's different. Literally speaking about Canada, right? Like Toronto versus Vancouver, far as fuck apart. Thank you for the idiots who told me to drive, by the way. Thank you. Very helpful suggestion. But they're very different. Visit Bosnia. I don't really get to do much sightseeing outside of Yu-Gi-Oh events, right? Unless there's a Yu-Gi-Oh event in Bosnia, that ain't happening. Sarajevo. Yeah. Some of the judges did that and rented a car and drove to Quebec. Dude, that is rough, though. Dubrovnik is a lush place. There's There's a lot of places in the world that I have not visited, and I would love to go to any place like new, really. But yeah. Yeah, so here's Bologna and here's Florence. That's what I want to do. I want to do go there. This is what I did last time. I took the train from Bologna to Venice. And this is where Nesh is from. Or Nesh is where Nesh lives. He lives here. And this is where Nesh used to be from. Naples. Bologna, Dortmund, Utrecht, and Birmingham. I'm hitting a few. So I've never... Utrecht's pretty much just Amsterdam, right? I've never been to an event there, but I've flown there a lot. Where is it? Where's Utrecht? There it is. I don't know if I've been here. I've been in this area a fair bit though for other stuff, or like for Dortmund one of the years, I drove with Quantel from Amsterdam, and I spent a day there, and I went to see Raphael Nevin, and stayed overnight. That was cool. So I've been to Amsterdam a couple times. Not like a top city for me, but it's not a bad by any means. I have no problem going there. Dream place to visit. So, I have a couple places for tourist things. Egypt sounds really cool because I love history, and the Egyptian history obviously is pretty large. So, Valley of the Kings and Luxor, which is should be down here somewhere. There it is. The Kings, the Nile River, pyramids, obviously, and the Sphinx, and then here, Sharm el Sheikh. It's just a really, really good snorkeling, and I love nature as well, and especially sea life. So on the Red Sea here. So it's like a destination place, a three-from place. I want to find a Millennium Puzzle. Yes, I must embrace my destiny as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Political situation in the area, though. Not great, so I'm probably going to avoid that for the near future. I have never been to Asia, outside of Japan, so never been to mainland Asia. So I'd like to visit, I guess this is still technically Asia. Where is Petra? Here it is. Petra. Looks really cool. The city built into the side of a mountain or side of a canyon in Jordan. Most of my stuff is going to be history or nature based. Yeah, India and China both have interests to me for sure. Thailand as well, and Singapore for food. I'd like to visit other parts of Japan. I've only been to Tokyo because last time I was supposed to visit other places of Japan. I was supposed to see Osaka and what was the other place called? I fucking forget. It was in the nature, somewhere in the middle with the nature. And there was a typhoon, and we had to cancel it. It was rough. So I've still only ever been to Tokyo. Angkor Wat? It's Cambodia, right? Not high off my list, but yeah, I do know about it. South Korea, when? It's not high off my list. I don't like Korean food that much. Yeah. North Korea, no. No intention of dying. Sorry. Ahsoka and Kyoto were beautiful. Yeah, well, I'd like to go there. City built in the side of a mountain. I have 400 of those here in the US. It's not the same. Not the same. Greek. I've been to Greece 2 times. One of the time I've been too young. It was kind of shit though when I went because it was a heat wave and it was rough. Oh man. And then, so one of the things I planned is my family here, and I'm gonna switch to my sponsor content shortly, guys. I know we barely got gameplay today, or we got none, but went to a play with my family, and it's supposed to be The Wasps by Aristophanes. So you guys can see it. It's a play. How do I say this without getting banned on Twitch? So I went to the play, and I didn't realize it's supposed to be a modern interpretation of the play, and it's in this traditional amphitheater. So we're sitting outside, like an hour or two drive from Athens, and the play starts with the police officer R-wording a woman, and she's screaming for help. And I left. Yeah. That wasn't great. um So that was not, yeah. You lost the plot. I didn't see the rest of it. We left. It was, yeah. The history of like the Acropolis is nice though, but the heat messed me up. Like we did the stairs in Santorini and it was miserable. It was so hot, actually just gross. And by the time we're done with the stairs, like I don't know if you guys know what the stairs look like. Um, I'm just too dead. It was rough. Fucking miserable. Like the heat was just too much. It was over 40 degrees Celsius. And if you've been on this before, you'll know that it smells like fucking donkey shit the entire time. And you literally have to watch your step to not step in shit. Like I don't have the same appreciation of Santorini as other people do, I think, because this was not it. I don't care if I'm not athletic. It was like 44 degrees Celsius. That shit's fucking death. And it smells, you're sweating and it smells like poo. And oh my God, this was not it. This was not it. So my last time in Greece was not great, truthfully. And I will happily admit it was largely in part due to the heat wave. Because we were also supposed to visit an olive farm and they were closed for the heat wave. I wanted to go to a some ruins closed because of the heat wave. I remember one of the days we rented a car. We went to, what's the name of the chain? Good Burger, maybe? Good Burger Greece, is that what it is? Goody's Burger. Yeah, the place that only place that AC was this place. And we just spent 3 hours on our phones in a Goody's Burger because there was just nothing. And yeah. And colder Lapland exists in north of Finland. Alaska was beautiful, speaking of. Yeah, I didn't want to spend shitting on Greece. Obviously I'm not shitting on it. Like I never my time in Greece was not great. Um didn't have a fantastic time in Greece. But the heat really, really messed it up. Like it would not have been as bad if it wasn't that. Yeah, I think so. What did we do? We where's the bridge? It's like some big locks where there's a Titan here. I don't remember. We took a long drive. We went on a cruise as well, so Santorini and then to um where is it? Ephesus, I think it's called, in Turkey. I don't actually remember where in Turkey it was. But yeah. Venice is better than Santorini. I love Venice. The only problem I had with Venice was I went in winter, so I got sick because I was always in water. Because like it literally was just raining like in the mornings, and the mornings there's like a foot of water, and I was only there for 2 days, so I wanted to go sightseeing, and I did not bring boots, so me and Raph were just walking in like a foot of water the entire time, and I got sick my flight home. It was not great, but um Venice was awesome, and then I went to a violin concerto as well. How was Alaska? Alaska was awesome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop talking about the shit now. I also love geography and history. It's taking up a lot of our discussions today. Okay, this next portion of the stream, we're going to be playing a different game. A game called Once Upon a Galaxy. It is an auto battler that I've had the chance to try out already, and I had a lot of fun. So we're going to be exploring that together. If you guys want to play the game for yourself, you can play with me in with the download code. You can check in the banner, as well as you can do one of the commands. We'll see the timers, and you will get it. As well as we'll be doing a giveaway for some gems later on in the stream in about 50-ish minutes, maybe a little later because we're behind schedule. However, that being said, the game is incredibly free to play friendly. So even if you want to just play and don't get the gifts, then you're all good. But yeah, I think we should dive into the game. I'm gonna switch off Spotify because the game has its own music and I don't want to have two soundtracks. So we are going to do this again tomorrow. If you guys get out of the wood rank, I'm gonna try to get out of the wood rank myself. You can play against each other. So today we'll be playing against online, but after we get out of the low ranks, and you guys can build up your account as well, hopefully with some free gems I'll be dueling out later. We'll switch to playing versus each other tomorrow. It'll be fun. Saying shit in Bulgaria is on the screen. I was zooming in on Turkey, not whatever. All right. Anyway, switching over now to where is it? Oh, I'm gonna boot it up. Okay, let's put the sound on now. Let me know how the sound is, guys, because I can't hear. Okay, so we're gonna first choose our captain, and this is gonna give you a like constant ability. So it's an auto battler. So if you're unfamiliar with auto battlers for whatever reason, they've been kind of the obsession for the past little bit. Then you build a team like draft almost, and then you get to play for the people. And the battles themselves play out automatically, so you don't have to go to APM. I do not. Sparrow is the best pick. I'm still learning. I've only played a couple games. I've never had any of these three before. Double your hunt abilities. Heroes in your shop have +1/+1 when you golden hero. Double the bonus. Double your first farewell ability. So it tells you here like keywords. Farewell triggers when the character's KO. So it's like your floating ability. Hunt is when it attacks, I believe. Attacks and kills. Sure. So you're saying that Sparrow is the best pick here? Let's go Sparrow. Sure. Pretty sure King Arthur is the new meta. I've never played any of these three. I only played 2 games before this, and it was neither with these. I played with it was a fairy tale character. I can't remember the name though. I'll see if I see it again. I'll be able to tell you. All right, let's make this easy. Let's do a prediction. Not a prediction. Let's do a poll. What do you guys want me to play? Pick my hero or captain. Jack Sparrow, King Arthur, and Hades. So, are we gonna be a pirate, a Caribbean? Are we gonna be British folklore, or are we gonna be a Greek god? You guys saying Hades is the worst sucks because Hades is, of course, my I talked with my Greek literature class. I picked the Greek one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I don't know where you see that. Hades is winning. Okay. Well, if you guys want me to play Hades, I'll play Hades. I don't care if I lose, really. You're voting yourself. Are you King Arthur or something? I guess you are British, partially. Jack Rory Steen. Oh, you mean Jack Sparrow. I understand. That went over my head for a second. You shouldn't have said Hades is the worst. I don't know. I never played either of these. We have a 3-way tie. Okay. Well, what do I do with a 3-way tie? Let's go Hades. I don't care. You know what? For Quantal, we'll go Jack Sparrow. Arr. Okay, so unlike other auto battlers, we're not gonna have a shop here. We just get to pick the characters. I'll give my slot +1/+1 when I'm KO'd. Ooh, if I can get this scaled early, that's not bad. I think I'm always taking this though because it's a free card. Quest for 3 heroes. Treasure hoards. This is for every treasure you have. Get the complete quest. It's +1. It's not very good. When it parts attacks, I'm gonna go for the quest. With the buff there. So I want to buy heroes now. So you can see here, animal villain, fey villain, nice heroes that I have. Farewell, give my neighbors +2 attack. I don't think that's very good. Support +3 attack to the character in front of me. Sneak, I attack back row character first. I don't want any of these really. All right, go. Oh, that sucked. Alright, well, I didn't get the hunt because I attacked the second there. Okay. Okay, I'm probably going for this, but when I attack, I get +1/+1. It's a hero, which is why it's glowing, I think. I'm just going for the triple. Or double. Any heroes here? No heroes. Quest 5 damage 3 times. No hunt. Gives attack. Support plus 5 health is not bad. No Cowardly Lion. I'm gonna put it here. It's the health buff. Recruit, break a heart. Oh, ew, I don't want to do that. Jack in the Box. I don't want any of these. Get a spell. Give your character. Okay. Let's put on my lion. Okay, so I got a hunt trigger. 1 towards the quest. 2 towards the quest. So 1 more and it should trigger next turn. Also 1. Oh, so the way the hearts work here is when you lose a battle, if there's 2 guys up, you lose half a heart. If there's 3 or more, then you lose a full heart. So because I had 3, they lost a full heart. Ooh. I'm supposed to just pick this, right? Okay, so I gotta pick a treasure now. Get 4 attack. That quest is good now. Damn, yeah. But he gained stats this way. I think it's still fine. Switch picks and puck and have the line in the 3rd slot. More chance to get attacked. I guess. Well, anyways, alright. A spell the next character you recruit. No. Off initial spells can +1/+1. Improves by +1/+1 recruit a mage. This seems pretty good because it scales twice. Each fight give your heroes +3/+3. I don't have mages though. I don't want this either. Let's pick Merlin's hat. Hunt +4/+4. When you golden meat transform to a legendary character. Recruit, you recruit a Fae, give your shot +1/+1. Treasure Hoard, support +1, Treasure Hoard. So it gives these all Treasure Hoard, which is pretty good. This seems like a good hunt. I can get rid of this now. Maddie, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Should have read this. Every character Treasure Hoard 1. Let's just do this. Yeah. Sure. Get +2. Damn, it sucks. Damn it. Because I didn't attack last, it doesn't trigger. Peter Pan. Give a character +4/+4. Your next shop is all characters to share a type with it. Yeah, all pirates here. Make Captain Ahab silver. It's probably just Ahab, right? Hero. The bonus shop. I deal damage. I deal 1,000,000. Wait, what? When I attack, I deal 1,000,000 bonus damage. What the hell? I guess this kills anything. I don't know if I want any of these though. A transformer to copy the next treasure you discover. The next treasure you discover is a higher rarity. Quests give treasure one rarity. Why would I ever pick this? Copy or one higher? One higher for now. Okay. Grow a little bit. Sucks. Damn. Probably should have moved it up sooner. It's like half a heart. Nameless one probably. Well, 7+7 is good though. So is this. Animals and heroes in your shop at +1/+4. One from this moment 2/2. 7 cards in the shop. Discover a common treasure. I don't really want any of these. Let's get treasure then. These kind of suck. Should have known better. Buffs on me are doubles. Okay. Dude, can this thing kill anything, please? Okay, Jasmine Dragon, Treasure Hoard to collect your first treasure turn. So I already have this one, yeah. Half a heart. This quest is never going to trigger Captain Ahab. This Home. Let's go again. Okay. Indiana clone. Is this just garbage? F it, egg. Egg is more fun. I know this is terrible. Okay. Treasure hoard 1. Okay, I already have a treasure. That's nice. And then hunt. +2 attack and just the 3/3. Swap these. They should have hunt now. True. Alright. So next turn levels up. You can lose a heart. I don't want to do that though. Your bronze character silver and give a +1/+1. It's a toy. Okay. Oh, that sucks. It's not great. How do I see my rank? Okay, so again, we have to pick our hero, our captain rather, and this will be how we build around. Start of the game, choose an epic treasure. Get that treasure on turn 7. Empty KO 20 enemies, get a random silver rare character. 40 random gold legendary character. Treasure shop have +1/+1. When you get a golden one, double this. Okay. Maximus or Galahad, I think. I think Maximus. Seems fun. Okay, and then we get 2 shops to choose characters to get from. Go Thorn. Just give these a buff. Laser Shark some range. Probably not bad. That was great. Well, I guess there's 0. Sure. Wow. Let's go shark. Let's get a jack in. I don't know. These all kind of don't matter. Let's go jack in the box. Gotten present or quest? Probably quest. Okay. Like him, the bottom left. Oh, sure. Yeah, that does make more sense. Okay. That was good. It's fine. Pop out, and this is free. Oh, half a heart. Ooh, I'm always just doubling this, right? Oh, and it's a villain as well, right? Okay, cool. An extra shop this turn. Evil stepmother. A little bit extra health because right now I'm attack heavy. Grow dough. Okay. Repair a cracked heart. Nope. move there. I think this is good. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. I think we win this game for sure. Grow dough again. What is this? I don't need Hungry Hyena anymore. I have a heart. It's just this. How about I get rid of Foul Lich? I don't need this anymore. Wait. Oh. Oh. I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, the guy died. Other guy died. Card unlocked. Monstro. That's cool. +6/+6 for each animal you recruited this game. Quest of 100 attack or health during a fight. That is sick. I got to run it back. Let's keep going. Galahad or Melody. Every 5 cards you pick, your buffs from spells additional +1/+1. Let's give it Galahad this time. I should get one of these treasures. Next string of legendary treasure. Okay, that's crazy. Each fight, give a character of each ready +5/+5. That's pretty good. When you recruit or summon, it's +1 and then improves ability. Wow. The Pandora's box is more fun. Quest. Let's quest. No heroes here, but we can quest again. Not that strong of a start, but it's fine. What the hell? 2/7. Oh, that's not great. Huh. That's 3/3 stats. And then Evil Stepmother. I think that's fine. Okay. Hit this. Of course not. Damn it. Do I still have that IRL dual room from when I first made YouTube? I do, yeah. Okay. I have both heroes and villains here. Out of Athena, sure. Baby Bear, sure. Awesome. Your buffs from spells conditional +2/+2. Next treasure you discover. Wow, that might be insane. This is also insane though. It's probably just this because I might get another quest before I get my turn 7 reward. Yeah, and these all get buffs now. Damn. Pumpkin spice latte. Feel a cracked heart. See a new shop. That's pretty good. Villain. Stepmother, sure. Alright. Characters with +2 attack. Sports support all sports in the front slot. When you summon a character with +5 attack. Still working. I put it here. That's cool. Villains with +2/+2. First off 5 health. Just do health, I guess. Okay, that sucked. Okay, we want to fight. Wait. What? I won this fight. How did I lose a half a heart? No, I didn't. Oh, I did have a heart to him. Okay, that's weird. Don't need toys. I don't need anything here. Let's do this here, hunt. Sure. That sucks. That also sucks. Okay, I'm still fine. Backbeats parrot. Pirates have hunts. I don't really care. Farewell, some random character. Treasure hoard. Support +1 and treasure hoard. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know any of these. This shit's just not working. It's fine. The Pandora's box. Actually. Ooh, okay, so these are all new. Which is 3? Read 3 villain cards you pick if your back row slots +3/+3. Cast 3 spells to get a random uncommon mage. Upgrade this ability to dexterity. Lightning Thief. Actually, gets a spell captured in a bottle. I'm gonna go with villains. Let's be a witch. If you guys want to join this game, you can do so and play with me. If you stick around until a couple minutes from now, after this game, we'll be giving away 5 codes to viewers. And you will be getting gems if you win that raffle. And then tomorrow we're going to stream again, and if you guys have reached the level where you can play against other people, so out of the wood, then we'll play against each other. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, and can download it with the link in chat or off my panel. Okay. Laser Shark, right? Stumble for sure is broken. All right, here we go. Yeah, tie's fine. Damn. No villains. Athena gets a quest, but it's heroes only. It's probably still worth it because I get only heroes at some point. Yeah, quest. Good. +3 as well. This should probably move back as I think it should move back. It's 3/3 everything, so let's move this back here. And this should be an easy dub. Yep. That's our one more. It's easy. Alright. Villains to shop at +2/+2. Spell on your first shop, each round is lost in the woods. Wait, what? Get a bonus shop? It seems pretty good. Oh, no. You get this spell. Oh. So it just cycles a new shop if I wanted to. Sure, so I can cycle this away if I need to. And cast a spell in case I get a thing that buffs spells. Alright, this isn't very good. It's a villain, though. My thing. Wow, there's no heroes or villains besides the. Quest get one higher. Let's do that. Mm, My attack again equal to the current attacker's health. That is pretty good. When you golden me, keep an extra treasure. I don't know if I'll be able to golden it. It's big though. Oh, that sucks. I don't know how I feel about Achilles. Mighty Mouse. I mean, I'm not doing that. Just reroll. Your pirates have Hunt. Give my slot +3/+3. That's not bad. I'm going to get rid of Achilles. Laser Shark. Yes. Yeah, it sucks. Let's move this up, I think. I'm gonna start building it. That's that's rough. Okay, at least it's a tie still. I don't think I need this. I guess this doesn't matter actually, it's better than this. Okay. Let me read the other ones. When your character's KO'd, give your other characters +3/+3 times 2. After 5 your characters attack and a bonus shop of all legendary characters. I don't know which one is better. Probably this one. They got 2 of them, right? Fight, give the character in front of me +20 attack. It's not great. It's fine, it's better than this. Still better. Okay. Okay. Double your captain's ability. Oh wow. Give your heroes and villains hunt, give your characters +5/+5. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Okay, well, it has to be this. Treasure Hoard 1. Oh, I got another one right. What's this? This is nuts. Sure. Gotta go? Alright, peace. Thank you. Alright, I should be cooking now. One more to trigger? Sure. Golden Davy Jones. Sure, don't mind if I do. Here's a +5 attack. Lose bonus whenever you lose a fight. Double your hunt abilities. Let's do this. Oh, sorry. All your dragons have farewell again and random. What the? Alright, that's kind of nuts. Thank you. Alright, I can't see myself ever losing this game, even though it's taking a long time. What did I get? One of your toys is KO to give a spot. Sure, whatever. Golden Crystal +3/+3. Doesn't matter. Literally just cannot lose this. Alright, reroll. Oh my god. What is this? Now before we go back to playing, let's do a bit of a gamba. Now I'm gonna pick 5 people in chat to be given a credit for the game, a redemption code. So who here wants to be entered into the raffle? And I'll add your name to the wheel. And you will get a redemption code if you win the wheel. Must spend 5 times. So, yeah, that's some free gems here. Yugioh Leon. Who else we got? Dragon War. 10RXX. Manny. I'm not typing the numbers out. And Sun Suju. Did I miss one? Oh, no, I didn't. All right, who else wants to be entered into the raffle? Right now, we got 5 codes to give away. Only 4 people entered. So, everybody will win if we only have 4 people watching. Or I wanted to comment right now. I know we got some lurkers in the chat. The game is a ton of fun, so make sure you download it. And, of course, you get a nice redemption code here. Mazel the God. All right, we got 5 people. So if we get nobody else coming in this, then all 5 of you will get a code. But I would like to get some more people in here. Then we got some people who are lurking. Surely. This game is a lot of fun. I hope you guys can see from me playing it. It's very easy to play with being asynchronous as well. So being able to go at your own pace is nice. What is it for? It is for some gems in this game we've been playing. Once Upon a Galaxy. I have 5 redemption codes to give away. Send the code in Discord. I was going to send it on Twitch. Figure that's the easiest way to do it because I have your names right there. Okay, I'm going to play one more game, I think. And then we'll go back to this and see if anybody else wants to enter. Okay, what's this? Oh, villains are shot for +1. Golden and villain double this bonus. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's really good. Just want to make this big. Maybe I go here to get both the buffs. Oh, I think it should be. Why it's bigger here. I think this is fine. Okay. Discover common treasure. It's always this, right? Yeah. This an Alestral's fake? It's nothing like Alestral's. What? Deck profile for the diner deck is check the VODs. It's for sure there. Characters +2 attack. Poor health from crude. Quest one higher. Let's do this. High rarity treasure. I got peppers. Over pirates. Cool. I'm just so much bigger. I don't even kill anything. I'm just so much stronger. Buffed, buffed, buffed. There's no buff here or there. Just this. It's not bad. It's always better than this now. Sure. That wasn't great. I'm getting my shit kicked now. Wow. Okay. That wasn't good. So I have to turn 12 to get a random legendary treasure. This is turn 12. Is the guy I just lost to? It is. I think I'm just too far behind. Yeah, I'm just screwed. Oh, yeah. I should have realized it's the same guy beating me over and over again. My first loss. Okay. So does anybody else want to be added to this giveaway while I still have 5 slots? Oops, excuse me. Otherwise, I don't need to spin no wheel. We have 5 redemption codes to give out. I will give these out to 5 people. I signed up. Anybody wants to win some gems? Redemption code 4 Galaxy Upon Heroes. Now is your chance. Dragon War. I already answered the question. I'm not answering it again. Please stop asking. We are not even playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now. See, nobody wants it. All right. I'm going to then message all of you guys a code. Give me one moment and you'll all be sending a code. All right. So I have a code for who we got here first. Mazel the God. Mazel. How do I whisper someone again? Oh, here you go. All right, Mazel, your code has been sent. Next up, we got Sun Suju. Let's do a code real quick. There's your code. And then we got Manny. Send you a code as well. Then we've got Dragon War. Okay, and then lastly, of course, we got Cujo Leon. Okay, so I sent you guys all a code for redemption. No problem. Only 5 people signed up, so all 5 of you get it. Now, if you guys get out of the low ranks, like myself, we can play against each other tomorrow. It'll be around the same time, so tune back in for that. Let's get one last game in before we hop off, though. I had to end on a second place, I have to end on the win. I'm locked, but here's a gift 500 gems to unlock me and play me right away. First character is farewell +1/+1. When you place a golden character, improve this by 5. Oh, what are the other ones? My characters is KO'd, get plus to attack. It seems better though. I'll do the new one, whatever. They gave me free stuff. Let's do it. Alright, stepmother. Quest. We got let's go for the villain, I guess. That's fine. Stepsister. What's this? Next shop is all heroes. No, thank you. I do not want that. And then present seems really good. So I'm gonna go present. I want them up front, right? Technically, doesn't actually make a difference. It's funny. Okay. Half a heart. Go puck or triggers now. Upgrade. Sure, seems pretty good. Oh, I meant to put it here. God damn, I thought I had that there. Oops. All right. Okay, so that's still trigger now. Cool. I made this too strong. Okay. Pirates have +10 attack. Your mages are also animals. Animals also mages. That seems pretty solid. Cowardly lion feels pretty solid. Get with the buff there. Or should I get rid of this instead? I got rid of the wrong card. I forgot if I get rid of whatever I got rid of. Whatever I got. Do this. Oh my god. You can't see the game? Wow, I'm an idiot. I was too locked in. I didn't even realize I'm sorry, everybody. I'll do one more bonus game after this because that was pathetic. It'll be fine here. It'll be fine here. That's fine. Okay. Choose an additional captain. That's cool. When you discard treasure, keep an extra one. That's crazy. It has to be this. Farewell, give your animals +6/+6. That's not bad. That is mental. Do I keep buffing it still? Or just let this do the work? Probably just let this do the work. Oh my god. It doesn't help me here. Double my attack. Farewell. I'm just keep buffing this. It's so big. This will just solo. Oh, his is also big. Not nearly as big though. Wow. They're just tanking everything. Whatever. This just solos. Easy. Ugh, easy games. That was... Yeah, the scaled really fast. Being able to double is like kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, your animals are all character types. You cast a spell and a character cast it on 2 random characters instead. Sure. Animal's an animal. Sure. Parrot. Wait, Monstro, right? Right, bye bye, Stinky. This is gonna be such an easy game. It's done already? Wow, I slaughtered that. It's absolutely easy. I don't think I got a single gold this game, did I? A golden one? I kind of just like got a broken treasure and spiraled. Oh, I won this game. When you collect the treasure, give your characters +1/+1 and additional +1/+1 for each heart missing. Okay. Athena. I don't know one yet. Doesn't play for yourself, then make sure to join or download the game using the link that I sent there. You can download it via Steam. Ton of fun. I do recommend you guys get it. Alright, nice and simple. And oh, okay. Sure. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, actually. Sure, I don't think I need the extra power right now. This is good. So funny. It's all smacking that. Ahab makes sense here. That makes sense. Get up here. Nice and big. Yo, I should get the quest. Let's go. Next time you discover a treasure kit, keep all 3. Plus from Fae, +2/+2. Plus from spells, +1/+1. Each time you recruit a mage, increase this. How much I care. I don't know. These are all probably this. Villain. I don't know about this. Okay. Hunt +4/+4. If your character's hunt, give villains Okay. Yeah, let's put it here. So now I can make this thing huge, right? Okay, been annoying. Actually tied, wow. Okay. Not enough treasures, really. Bonus shop all spells is good, though. Okay. Oh, God. Do Merlin. Holy shit. Something in summons, though. Okay. Okay. That's so bad. They got destroyed. This is the final? I think it was, right? Easy. Oh, bronze 5. All right. We slaughtered that game. Okay. Sorry for the bit of a confusion at the end there. I hope you enjoyed the stream from all the talks earlier, as well as Once Upon a Galaxy. I had a fun time playing it. I hope you guys had a fun time watching it. Remember, you guys can download it as well. Come back around the same time tomorrow, and we can play some games together. So download it if you haven't already. It is free to play, and it was super easy. The game is fire. Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, guys, come back tomorrow. That'll be the last stream before we head off to Worlds. Maybe get some Master Duel in as well, and have a good rest of the day, y'all. Peace.